everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing great this morning. It is Tuesday, June 10th. Currently it's 66 degrees, high today 78, 100% chance of rain again, and wind at 4 miles per hour. It's just coming like a storm each day. Seems like for about a half hour maybe. And that's about it. We really need a rain that would be like slower, you know, kind of a soaking rain instead of one that just a bunch of rain comes and then, you know, and then it's gone. Kitty's laying behind the camera right now. What you doing? You got something on your tail. Let me get it. There. You're silly. You gonna lay back there instead of over here? Okay. Let's see. Currently it's 66 degrees and high, I think I already said this, high today's gonna be 78. Yeah, 100% chance of rain again. And today there'll be a garden update, and I really needed to do one because I hadn't realized it until I looked, and it had been like a week. Well, that stuff with this rain and everything, that's the best thing for the garden is rainwater instead of tap water. Way better. But because of all the rain, it really grew a lot in 1 week's time. So I think you'll be surprised at, you know, what you remember from the last one and then what it is right now. It's unbelievable. So it's doing great. And also had Kitty out there with me. We went and took a little walk also after I did a garden update. Okay, so what's for dinner? We hadn't even talked about it, so it's just up for grabs. We'll just find something. Okay, then the jokes. We actually have joke of the day today. And it says, my Uncle Elroy used to sell pants for 25 cents a piece. Everyone called him Corduroy. I had always prided myself on being an on-time person. One morning I overslept and rushed around getting ready for Sunday school. As I ran out the door, my husband tried to say something. What? I called back. Don't slow me down, I'm late. No, you're not, he responded. It's Saturday. Oh, no. That's funny. I remember getting up sometimes, and it would be like Saturday and getting ready for work before. Just thought it was whatever, Friday or Monday or something. I don't know. I just got up and started getting ready, then I was like, something's not right, you know. Found out. At least I figured it out before I took off for work, you know. But I was up, you know, then. I used to get up, super early. I used to have to be at one job at 4 in the morning and one at 5 in the morning, and then later that same job they changed it to 6 in the morning, which was wonderful. But I still had to get up really early. Especially when one at 4, I had to drive for 45 minutes to get there too. So it was rough. Okay, the thought of the day is from Rosa Parks. I think everybody's heard of Rosa. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. That makes a lot of sense too. Okay, let's see now. I saw one for oh, it got moved up. Let's try this one. I think it doesn't say like a genre. Okay, who was the first person to host The Tonight Show? Johnny Carson, Steve Allen, Ernie Kovacs, Jack Parr. I think I know this. That show's been around forever. I think it's Ernie Kovacs. No, okay, I got it. I got a little back. So Steve Allen was before. It was Steve Allen. He was before Ernie, I guess. Let's see what it says. The Tonight Show is an American late-night talk show that has aired on NBC since 1954. See? The show has been hosted by 6 comedians. So Steve Allen was first. Then, man, when was, this is Steve Allen, Jack Parr, you mean Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, Jimmy Fallon. Besides the main host, a number of regular guest hosts. Okay, notably Ernie Kovacs, who hosted 2 nights per week during 56 and 57. Okay, that's no wonder. See, that was right around the first. That's what confused me, because I thought it was Ernie. Okay, got me on that one. I learned it's Steve Allen. Go get up there on that shelf. Songkran is a festival celebrated in what countries? Songkran. France, Chile, Thailand, India. Songkran. I'm not for sure. I've never heard of this before. But I'm going with Thailand. Hey, I got it right. It just sounded kind of like something Thailandish. Let's see what it says about this one. Songkran, a festival marking the Thai New Year, is all about making a fresh start with a splash. It lasts 3 days. It starts on April 13. Okay, so got one right, one wrong. What is the name of the factor used to classify blood? Oh no. Rhesus, thesis, X factor, hemoglobin. I don't really know this. Kitty, you coming back? What you gonna do now? Why don't you lay down? Just gonna sit there? She's just looking at me. Sorry. What you gonna do? Okay, I really don't know. I've heard something about this before, but I didn't really pay any attention to it. I'm going to go with the first one. That's the only thing that sounds something like it. That's right. Okay, I mean, I remembered something. The name, this one, like, rang a bell with me with it. Rhesus. It says, blood typing is determined by the molecules on the surface of the red blood cells. In general, we can classify someone's blood type by the absence or presence of A or B. Okay. The subgenre of westerns most often filmed in Italy is called what? Cowboys and meatballs. Spaghetti westerns. Il Westerno. Italian shoot-down. Okay, made most famous by Clint Eastwood, I would think. Lee Van Cleef was in a lot of those as well. Was the like villain. So that was spaghetti westerns, cowboys and meatballs. Answer. Yeah, yeah, spaghetti westerns is right. So go to the next one. Cynology is a science that studies what? C-Y-N-O-L-O-G-Y. That studies what? Fungi, sand, fermentation, dogs. I don't know. I really don't know. Cynology. What do you think it is, kitty? She's laying down now. You laying down? Huh? Say yep. You on in? You ready to go take a nap? Go take a nap here. I'm gonna go with fungi. That's wrong. It's dogs. It's the study of dogs. Never heard of that before. Which U.S. state is home to the to the Pechanga great oak tree. P-E-C-H-A-N-G-A, great oak tree. What state? Ohio, Montana, Iowa, California. I don't know this. For some reason, I want to go with Iowa. No, it's California. California. Where did the Battle of Agincourt take place? A-G-I-N-C-O-U-R-T. Where did it take place? England, Germany, France, Spain. I don't know. I've never heard of that before, and I've studied a lot of history. But I want to go with England. It's France. France. Next question. Which U.S. president's grandmother outlived him? Thomas Jefferson, Franklin D. Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Ronald Reagan. Okay? So, really, you know, I mean, since he was killed pretty young, I want to say John F. Kennedy. That's right. John F. Kennedy. Next. Which country did Queen Elizabeth II visit the most during her reign? Australia, Canada, United States, France. You know, I don't think she really visited here much. You know, you would hear more, you would hear about it, definitely. I mean, I'm sure she has, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I've heard of, like, things about Australia that they've done for some reason. Let me see. I think it's Australia. No, it's Canada. Okay. Yeah, Canada. I don't know why. I just thought it was Australia, so I missed that one. I'm lucky I'm going to break even here. The new Carissa freighter ran aground off the coast of which state in 1999? Oregon, Texas, Massachusetts, Florida. Freighter ran off the coast of which state? You know, I'm not for sure about this. This has been a little more challenging today. I like that. I think it's Texas, maybe. No, it's Oregon. How did it do that? Run aground. Is there any? Let me see what it says about this. MV New Carissa was a freighter that ran aground on a beach near Coos Bay, Oregon, United States during a storm in February 1999 and broke apart. Wow. An attempt to tow the bow section of the ship out to sea failed when the tow line broke and the bow was grounded again. Eventually, the bow was successfully towed out to sea and sunk. Wow, okay, that's something else. I didn't even know that at all. I've never heard that. It was 1999. I'm sure it was in the news back then. Okay, I didn't do so great today, but I definitely learned some things, and I enjoyed the challenge. I got 4 right and 6 wrong, so that's fine. Got some of that brain exercise in, and next time we have a question that's related to one of these, I should be able to remember. I'm pretty sure I will. I think so. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. You definitely want to check out the garden update and walk with Kitty later on. Bye, everyone, and God bless.